This is Kasank Maya Keperu for Project Illuminated Heptepu. And today I want to talk to you about how the media manipulates your spirit. Now, you've all heard in the media how every time something happens, you hear about it's usually caused by a terrorist. But what you don't realize is how they frame the argument. For example, every time a bombing or something happens, it's always, oh, this Muslim terrorist, this Muslim guy, and so on and so forth. And they use that term, Muslim, very generously. Now, if you want to really look at the amount of crimes that are being committed on the planet in total, you will understand that the majority of things that have happened and that are happening are committed by Christians. So, for example, if I want to say that the president started a war, I could say that our president, the Christian, started a war overseas, or he's using drones, our president, the Christian, to bomb innocent civilians. Or if I want to say that these bank robbers robbed this bank, I can say these bank robbers who are Christian robbed the bank. And it's the exact same technique that they're using to frame the argument with individuals who are Muslim. They will right away talk about the religious affiliation when they are Muslim, to talk about how much they are a terrorist and a threat to this society. Oh, so-and-so is a Muslim and committed this act, or this person is a Muslim and committed that act. They're always using that term or religious affiliation of Muslim and Islam to really paint a negative portrayal of individuals, when if we want to look at the statistics in terms of who commits more crimes on this planet, by far, bar none, it is Christians. In terms of, let's look at Wall Street, the majority of people who are committing corruption and the mortgage fraud, they were Christians. I mean, we have to look at it that way. But the media doesn't tell you that. The media looks at them as individuals, separate and apart from any religious affiliation. So I want you to think about that. Another thing I want to talk about briefly is how your conspiracy theorists and New Age people are talking and putting out this information about how television, movies, and the mass media in general are manipulating and mind controlling people. But they're not really mind controlling people. So I want to get that idea out of the way, because what's really going on is that they are using you because you are a manifester. You can manifest reality. They're using you to manifest a certain reality by pumping into their material a certain belief system, which is a limiting belief system. So they may put in place the idea that the only thing that exists is the physical, and nothing that is metaphysical really exists. So you buy into that, so your spirit limits what you can do, and your power then is not with you anymore, but it rests in somebody else. For example, mass media will put in place the idea of a savior, that you must see the Pope, Jesus, Buddha, or somebody in order to get enlightenment, wisdom, and to be saved. And what that does is it tells your spirit to manifest that and to put in place that reality. So what you'll do is that you will believe that you have no power, that you are limited in what you can do, and that you will empower somebody else and put it upon them to save you and to get you out of situations. When in reality, you can do it on your own if you adopt the belief system that you are God-man and God-woman. But the media doesn't want you to understand that, so everything is congruent, meaning they put in place a belief system that disempowers you, keeps you from understanding your power and what you can do in terms of you are a machine that can manifest reality, because everything around you is Maya. It's an illusion, and it's a projection of your inner state. So if something is happening in your life, you have to ask yourself, what belief system are you harboring in order to make that reality? And it is a projection of you. So I want you to think about that, and keep in mind that the media is not out to mind control you, but more so to use you as a proxy or as a vehicle to put in place a false reality. And you are doing it. When you go to the movies, you're being programmed, or you're being conditioned to manufacture their reality, but not your reality, because you don't understand that you are manifesting every day, every minute of the hour. You are manifesting a reality. Now, the trick is that you have got to learn how to manifest at will, how to create a world that is conducive to what you want and not what they want, because what they want is a planet that is controlled by the top percentage who has all the money, and the majority of people, 90%, are living really impoverished. and I'm talking about physical impoverishment, but I'm also talking about spiritual impoverishment, by keeping knowledge from the masses of people about who they really are and their true nature. So keep in mind these things, and until I see you next time, this is Gasak Ma Keparu for Project Illuminated, and that's all for now.